Good morning, boys and girls. Mr. Baxter's YouTube channel is the place to be. There is lots of learning fun here for you and me. With some numbers here and some letters there. Lots of fun stories to share. Oh, Mr. Baxter's YouTube channel is the place to be. That's right. Right now it is the place to be, boys and girls. It's Monday, March the 30th, 2020. Welcome to Mr. B's Digital Learning Hive. I hope that you all had a wonderful weekend, and we are kicking off week number 3 of our distance learning. Today we are going to go over a phonics worksheet. We're going to go over a math worksheet. I'll give you a second to get these two worksheets together. These are the two that we'll be looking at. All right, we will be adding our first page of our opinion writing. We filled out our organizer, made ourselves a poster, and today I've drawn a picture and we'll be adding our words to our first page of our opinion writing. And next, I have 2 activities that we're going to do today also, guys. We're going to do a phonics activity where we're going to sort some picture cards, and then we're going to take a look at 2 of our important super reading powers that we put together to help us read a book called Piggy's Bath. You remember we read Piggy's Pictures on Friday. Today we're going to look at and see if we can continue using our pattern power and our picture power to see if we can read all the pages of Piggy's Bath. So I'm so excited that you guys are here. You know, first things first, we're going to gather ourselves up, and then we're going to get into our phonics time. We're going to do our phonics activity first, and then we'll take a look at our worksheets, and then we'll do our reading at the end, okay? So welcome to Mr. B's Digital Learning Hive. Glad you all could be here, however you are. Hope you're following along with that distance learning pacing guide and you're paying attention to each worksheet that we're doing daily. And don't forget to look out for those seesaw activities. I'm putting 3 seesaw activities on the distance learning site each day, and they're going to go along with the activities that we're doing, okay? So make sure you're getting that work done. All right, ready? 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Hey guys, we are gathering on our phones or our screens. Everyone is here now. This is our own space now. We are here. You're exactly right. We're all here. I hope you're comfortable and fresh wherever you are. Like I said, first thing we're going to do, guys, is we are going to take a look at a phonics activity. We are going to sort some picture cards. Now, we know that there are 5 special letters in the alphabet, and those are called vowels. You're exactly right. And the cool thing about vowels is vowels have at least 2 sounds. Yes, vowels don't just have 1 sound, they have 2. They have a short sound, and then they have a long sound. The cool part about that long sound is that it says the vowel's name. Each letter has a name, each letter has a shape, and each letter has a sound. The long sound of a vowel says its name. It's so cool. So today, take a look. I've got a little contraption here. All right, let's set it up. So, we are going to be taking a look at some picture cards, and we're going to see if we can sort them into the short sound and the long sound of the vowel E. You're exactly right. Now, E has 2 sounds. It's got a short sound of like elephant or egg, and it's got a long sound where it says its name, so it's going to say E. Now, I've got Rickety Tickety Bumble B, that says the long E, and I've got Mabel, our phonics helping elephant, where we're going to hear the short E. All right, so I want you guys to help me sort these picture cards Oh, hold on to those snap words for me, Mabel. Thank you. Mabel, the Phonics Elephant. All right, so we're going to sort some picture cards. You're going to tell me if we're going to go in the short eh sound or if we're going to hear the long E. We know we're phonics phenoms, so later in the week, we're going to take a look at some different words that have other E sounds. Get your brain ready to be thinking about what that can be, okay? Our first picture is it's an animal, and this is a zebra. Now, do we hear the short eh or the long E in zebra? That's right, I hear zebra. So I'm going to slide him into our long E slot for zebra. All right, next, we don't get to use these too often. We don't see much snow here, but this is a picture of a sled. You're exactly right. Now, do we hear the short eh or the long E in sled? That's right, I hear that short eh sound. So I'm going to slide that in the short E slot. All right, next, this is a very important bird here in the United States. Here is an eagle. Now, do we hear that short eh sound or the long E for eagle? Eagle. You're exactly right. It's the long E. So I'm going to slide this down in here. And next we have, these are fun. We have all kinds of these at school, lots of colors of them. This is a pen. You're right. Now, is it a short pen or long E? I hear that short for pen. You're exactly right. So we'll slide this one in here. Next, guys, we see these change colors a lot in the fall, and they fall to the ground. It is a leaf. You're right. That's a leaf. Now, do we hear the short or the long E in leaf? That's right. It's the long E sound for leaf. We'll slide that in the long E slot. All right, next, we see these a lot in the springtime. Here's a bird's nest. You're right. Do I hear eh in nest or E? You're right. I hear the the short sound. So great job. We'll slide this in here. Oh, my E's trying to get away. Next, this is what we use to listen for the letter sounds. This is an ear. Now, what do you hear in ear? Do you hear or E in ear? I hear that long E sound for ear. Great job. I like how you guys are listening for the letter sound and sorting for the long E where it says its name or the short eh. Now, this is somewhere where we can spend some comfy time, where we might have just have gotten out of. This is our bed. You're exactly right. What do we hear in bed? The short eh or the long E? I hear eh. It is a bed. It is a bed. Great job. We'll slide that in the short E slot. Next is an animal. This is a sheep. Oh, I hear one of those digraphs at the beginning, but I hear in the middle sheep. Sheep. Now, is it or E in sheep? E. You're right. I hear E in sheep. So we'll slide that one in. And my last picture is a picture of something you would use maybe to go fishing or even catch butterflies. It's a net. You're right. So what do we hear in net? Do we hear the short or long E sound in net? You're right. It's a short Great job. Hey, thank you guys so much for listening for that long E sound or that short E sound to help me sort those picture cards. That was a great job. That's our phonics practice for today. And watch out for a seesaw activity tomorrow where you'll be sorting some E words to see if you hear the long E sound or the short Awesome. Great job. So we have gathered ourselves up and we will now take a look at our worksheets, guys. Remember, today's phonics worksheet looks like this. We're going to be looking at the blend BL. Now, a blend is when two letters go together, but we can still hear both of the sounds. I see the letter B and I see the letter L. So we're going to have a B, B, and ol, and we're going to put that together to say B, ol, bull. So we're looking for pictures in this top part that starts with the sound bull. Now, the pictures I see are a bat, a blender, a blanket, blindfold, lock, and block. Say those one more time. Bat, blender, blanket, blindfold, lock, and block. Now, we were supposed to color the pictures where we heard the bull blend at the beginning. We'll take a look. I wrote the words for you. Bat, blender, blanket, blindfold, lock, and block. Really quick, which one of those words do you see the blend BL at the beginning? Do we see it in bat? No. Do we see it in blender? Do we hear it in blender? Yes. Do we see it in blanket? Do you hear it in blanket? I do. Awesome. What about blindfold? You see it in blindfold? I do. I see and hear the blend BL and blindfold. What about lock? I just hear that ol sound. And what about block? Yes, I see that BL and I hear the bull in block. Excellent. So that's why we colored these pictures to match. These are the pictures that have the BL blend at the beginning. Blender, blanket, blindfold, and block. And we crossed off bat and lock because we do hear the B and the ol, but not together. Great job. Now over here, guys, they gave us a picture and we were to see if we heard the B sound at the beginning, the ol sound at the beginning, or the blend BL, bull sound at the beginning. This is a picture of, anybody know what those are? They're yummy. Mr. Baxter normally eats them every day. They are some blueberries. So do we hear B, ol, or bull at the beginning of blueberries? That's right. I heard the blend bull at the beginning of blueberries. And down here it looks like a yummy lollipop. Do you hear the B sound, the ol sound, or the blend bull in lollipop? That's right. I heard the ol sound at the beginning of lollipop. So we circled L for lollipop. Great job. Next, they gave us two of our snap words, and we were supposed to unscramble them. This was a tricky thing. All right, so I see the letters T, H, Y, and E. Now I know TH is a digraph, and it's going to go together to say the. And I know if I unscramble TH, and this does not make sense, but if I fix it to say THEY, it makes a snap word that I know. That's the snap word they. So I'm going to give you a moment to unscramble those letters there and correctly write the snap word they. Great job. Now next, I looked here and I see LPAY. Tricky. But now, look here how we can unscramble the letters of LPAY to put them in the right order to make the snap word play. We put the blend PL at the beginning and AY goes together to make that long A sound. So PLAY spells play. Great job. I hope you were able to unscramble those snap words. Take a quick look at mine so you can make a match. Awesome. All right, next, guys, they gave us a chance to listen for both the short A sound and the long A sound. Now they're asking us to color both of them. They're stepping it up this week. Last week we were just coloring the short sounds. This week we're going to color both the short and the long sound. We were going to color our short sound, A, the sound with a yellow color. And we were going to color the long A sound green. So the A pictures were green. Look here first. I see a picture of a can. I hear ah in can, so we colored it yellow. Next is a picture of an apron. I hear that long A in apron, so we colored it green. Next is a picture of a cake. I hear that long A sound in cake, so I colored it green. Next is a picture of this is jam, boys and girls. I hear ah in jam, so I colored it yellow. Next is a picture of a cane. I hear A, the long A sound in cane, so we colored it green. And next is a picture of a napkin, boys and girls. I hear the short ah sound of A in napkin, so that's why we colored that one yellow. I'll give you 1 second to see if you can make those match. Great job. And we're going to move on down and take a look at our 2 pictures. They gave us 2 pictures here, and they want us to write the word to match. Now, this is a hose, and this is a cave. Now, both of those, I hear the long vowel sounds. In hose, I hear the long O. And in cave, I hear the long A. We are phonics phenoms, and we know that sneaky E makes those vowels say its name. So here is how we write the word hose. Take a look. Hose. H-O-S, and sneaky E makes that O say its name. There's the correct way to write hose. And next is cave. We've got C for K, A, V, and E jumps over that V to make the A say its name. Hope you can make those 2 words match your picture so it looks right, sounds right, and makes sense. Great job, guys. That's our phonics worksheet for today. Really quick, we're going to take a look at our snap words before we get into our writing, because remember, snap words help us to read and snap words help us to write. We are flying through it today, and I hope you guys are awake, and I hope we are rocking. Happy Monday. Here we go. The 5 snap words we have today, guys. The first one, we're going to hear a short E sound in this one. It is the word went. Take a look. Went has 4 small letters, W-E-N-T. The N and the T is a blend. We hear that nt, went. Boys and girls, snap word W-E-N-T is the word went. Let's take a look at what's our next one. The next one was one of our snap words from our worksheet. It's the word play. Look, I see 2 letters that fall, 1 tall letter, a blend, and an A-Y. A-Y says that long A sound. This P-L-A-Y is the word play. Great job. Next, short vowel, 2 letters, at. 1 tall letter, vowel, consonant, A-T spells at. That's a very, very important snap word. Oh, next, boys and girls, 3-letter word, 1 tall letter, 2 small letters. It's the word him. You're exactly right. H-I-M spells M. Him. Great job. And our last snap word for today is the snap word long E. 2 E's together, S-E-E says see. You're exactly right. S-E-E spells see. Phonics phenoms, you know when those 2 vowels, the E-E is together, it's always that long E sound like B. So S-E-E says see. Great job. We'll slide those back into our snap word sleeve and let Mabel hold on to it. And then I want you guys to get out your opinion writing packet, okay? And we are going to do our first page of our opinion writing story. Now, the cool thing is we filled out our opinion writing organizer. Sorry, Mr. Baxter went blank there. We filled out our opinion writing organizer, and so we're going to transfer, which means we're going to write the things from our organizer actually in our opinion piece. But this time we get to draw pictures to match. Last week we filled out this organizer. I told my opinion. My opinion is I think that everyone should wash their hands. And then we wanted to tell a little story. Then we wanted to give 3 reasons to support that story. Remember, this is an opinion piece. We're trying to change the world and solve a problem. And at the very end, if we want to solve a problem, we've got to give an idea of how we should fix it. So now, after that organizer was a place for you to draw a poster. If you want people to pay attention to your cause or what you're trying to change, you want to draw them a poster. Take a look. What is Mr. Baxter trying to get you to do? Please wash your hands. This sign shows a picture of what I want to be happening, and I wrote big, bold, and even gave some yellow outline to say, please wash your hands. So now my first page is going to be the beginning of my opinion paper. I want to show you, I put my name up at the top, and here's my picture. Now we know in Mr. Baxter's writing class, we want at least 3 labels in our pictures, and we're going to try to add some snap words. So here's my picture. In the picture, what do you see folks doing? I see folks lined up and people are washing their hands. This guy's washing his hands and these people are waiting in line to wash their hands. So we need to add some words. Now I can get my words from my organizer. I can put what I thought here on these lines. My opinion is that I think everyone should wash their hands. Well, I'm going to add some snap words. I. Bingo, bango, I can do that. I is a straight line down, line across the headline and the foot line. I think. What do we hear in think? I hear that digraph. T, H, ink. Ooh, right. K. I think that. That's right. T, H. I think at. Ooh, I hear that small snap word at in that. So we can write that A and T. So far it says, I think that. All right, now we're going to write everyone. It's a big word, but we can syllable. We can snap our way through our syllables. Everyone. 4. Okay. Short E. I know 2 letters go together to make the sound. It's E-R. Every. What makes E at the end of some... It's a vowel sometimes. It's a letter... It's a Y. Oh! Everyone. How do we spell our number word 1? O-N-E spells 1. I think that everyone should. Do you guys hear the digraph sh at the beginning of should? Me too. And then, boys and girls, there's a vowel team that's going to make the ooh sound like the word you. I think everyone should. L, you're right. Should. Thanks. D. I think everyone should wash. What is the sound of? Thank you. W. Ah. Nope, not a O. It's a tricky word. Wash, boys and girls. I see it in my labels. W-A-W-A-Sh. Thank you. Digraph. S-H. There. T-H-E. Silly vowel team where E and I go together to make the A sound. I think everyone should wash their, what's my last word? Hands. H, and I hear a snap word in there. Do you hear and? How do we spell and? A-N-D. Thank you. A-N-D. So, ands. I feel really strongly about this, so I'm going to add my exclamation point. Now, let's see. Does my picture and my sentence match? I see people washing their hands, and my sentence says, I think that everyone should wash their hands. That is page number 1 of our opinion writing piece. Come back tomorrow and I'll show you how we add a little story to support our opinion. And if you want to go ahead and get going, we'll draw a picture to support our story. All right. Thank you. Great job. So that's our phonics. and our writing time for today. Now we're going to take a look at our math. But before we do that, boys and girls, we got to ring our bell. So let's loosen up. Ready? Happy Monday, guys. Put those math hats on because we are switching it up a little bit in math today. Here's our math worksheet. I want you to make sure you got the right one. It's got some shamrocks here, and it's got some shamrocks here. We've got 2 spaces to write numbers, and then a circle to write a symbol. We are going to start comparing numbers. And when we compare numbers, we find out which one has more, or which one is greater, and which one has less, or which number is smaller. Now, I want you to think about an alligator. Think about our alligator game. The alligator always eats the bigger number. So what we're going to do is we're going to touch and count and then write our numbers. And then we're going to find out which number would the alligator eat. But here's a hint. If they're the same, we're going to write our symbol that is equal. All right, so first, take a look here. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Long neck, tummy fat, Mr. 5 wears a hat. And over here, I see 1, 2, 3, 4. The last number we said was 4. Down across, down once more. That's the way we make our 4. Now take a look. I see the number 5 and the number 4. Which one does that alligator want to eat? That's right. The alligator eats the number 5 because alligators eat the bigger number. Great job. Now down here, we have 1. Straight line down, then you're done. And over here, I see 1, 2, 3. We go around a tree, around a tree. Now, over here, I see 1. And over here I see 3. Which one's bigger, 1 or 3? That's right, the alligator's gonna eat the number 3. Great job, great job. So we are gonna be comparing numbers this week, and to compare numbers is to find out which one is greater than or which one is less than. You're right, here's greater than and here's less than. Because the alligator's always eating the bigger number. And here is equal. Awesome. Next, boys and girls, they gave you some numbers. And they gave you a word bank over here. And they wanted you to write the number, the word to match the number. Right here, I see the number 1, the number 7, and the number 2. Well, over here, do we see the number 1? That's right. It's right here. O-N-E spells 1. Over here in the middle, I see the number 7. Do you see a number 7 over here? Me too. S-E-V-E-N spells 7. And the last one is the number 2. Do you see the number 2 in this word bank? I do too. T-W-O spells 2. Great job. Now down here, guys, they gave us some 10 frames and some ones outside. They're asking us to count how many 10s we see, how many ones we have left over, and how many we have all together. I used our strategy of circling 10 to show me that there is one group of 10, there are 2 outside of that 10, and there is 10 and 2. We know, say 10 counting, 10, 2 gives us 10, 11, 12. So 1 10 and 2 1s is 12 in all. Great job. Over here, using our circle 10, I circled our group of 10 because this is one full 10 frame. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 outside of the 10 frame. So that's 1 10 and 4 1s. Say 10. 10 and 4. 10, 4, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. Great job. So 1 10 and 4 1s is how many in all? 14. Great job. All right, so that is our math, our reading, math, our phonics, and our writing for today. And next, guys, we are going to take a look at some reading. On Friday, we looked at Piggy's Pictures. Today, we're going to take a look at the book Piggy's Bath. Now, as super readers, boys and girls, I want to remind you that you want to put your superpowers together to make them extra strength. We are going to look at this book today, and this book has a pattern, and this book has pictures that we're going to check. So if we're looking at pictures and we're looking at our pattern, then you're right. We're going to put two powers together and make them extra strength. So the two powers that we're looking at today, guys, are take a look. Here's our super reading anchor chart. Sorry, that's all over the place. But as you can see, we've got our pointer power, our reread power, our partner power, picture power, snap word power, sound power, persistence power, book talk power, and pattern power. Now, today, I hope you see I've put a big arrow here by the picture power and the pattern power. Because as we read Piggy's bath, I want you to see if you can figure out the pattern. And I want you to see if you can figure out what the word is by looking at the picture. Hint, hint. We're also going to use our sound power to see if we can make a word match the picture. Okay? So I'm going to get the table out of the way, and Mr. Baxter will drop in to read Piggy's bath. Oh. All right, boys and girls. So, Piggy's bath. Remember, we're going to be looking for a pattern, and we're going to be taking a look at the picture. But first, we don't just get right into reading. We're going to do a picture walk. Piggy's bath. Look, he's wearing something funny on his head. The world could that be?